In this video, we're going to be taking a look at how to use the quotient rule to find the derivative of a function. So first thing, to remember what the quotient rule is. So if we have a function, capital F of x, and if this is written in the form of f of x divided by g of x. So it's a function that's written in the form of the quotient of two other functions. Our quotient rule, so f prime of x, this is equal to the derivative of the top times the bottom minus the top times the derivative of the bottom all over the denominator squared. So low d high minus high d low over low low. So if we take a look at our example, we have y is equal to x squared plus 1 divided by 2x minus 3. So I can think of this as the quotient of two functions. So why don't we say, okay, we're going to let f of x, lowercase f of x, we're going to let that be the numerator, which is x squared plus 1. And we'll let g of x be the denominator, 2x minus 3. And while we're looking at this, why don't we find the derivative of each of these right away? So using a combination of our rules, so the derivative of x squared plus 1, the derivative of x squared is 2x, the derivative of a constant is just 0, and then for g of x, here using our power rule, the derivative is just 2. So now we can go back and let's find y prime. So we're going to find the derivative of this function. So plugging this into our quotient rule, the derivative of the numerator is 2x, and that's being multiplied by the denominator. And then we're going to subtract our numerator multiplied by the derivative of the denominator, which we found to be 2. And then this is going to be all over our denominator, which was 2x minus 3, and that's going to be squared. So we have everything plugged into the quotient rule. The last thing we're going to do is we'll just do some simplifying and clean this up a little bit. So in the numerator, let's distribute. So 2x times 2x, we get 4x squared. 2x times negative 3, negative 6x. Then we have minus. So distributing the 2 to both parts, we're going to have a negative 2x squared and a negative 2. And then this is still all over our 2x minus 3 squared. And I'm actually going to leave that denominator as is. So then combining like terms in the numerator, let's see, we have 4x squared minus 2x squared. So we get a 2x squared minus 6x minus 2. And this is all over our denominator of 2x minus 3 squared. All right, and lastly, just checking the numerator. We could factor out a 2 from everything, but if we do that, we won't be able to factor any more. So there actually is no common factor that would simplify with our denominator. So the derivative of y is this fraction here. And that's how we use the quotient rule to find the derivative of a function that's written as the quotient of two other functions.